What's going on, people? It's Sam from the It's Not Easy podcast. We're here live at networking event V6. I'm here with Hansel. How's it going, bro? You feeling good?
I'm feeling amazing right now, man.
Feeling nice?
Yeah.
How's the week been, bro?
Yeah, my week's been good. It's been busy, but it's always good when it's busy for me. So,
Always good when it's busy, man. Hey, we can't complain. So, we're gonna get started then. We're gonna get started with some quick fire questions. Just to warm us up a little bit and just to get things flowing, and to learn a little bit more about you. So the first one up we have is, what is the very first thing that you do in the morning, bro? Very first thing.
First thing I do in the morning is pray. Yeah, that's
Praise God.
That's the idea.
Okay, serious though. What is your go-to the outfit that you wear to the airport?
The outfit I wear to the airport is...
What's your go-to fit?
Joggers, definitely some sweats. Yeezy 350s, very comfortable.
Serious? Yeah.
And then like a hoodie. Oh, by the way, the hoodie and the sweats is something that I've made, obviously.
we take it.
And yeah, that'll be the fit.
Okay.
And the neck pillow, have to come with the neck pillow.
Serious. Okay. What is the most important lesson that you've learned in the past year when it comes to business? First thing that comes to mind.
Speed. Working with speed is probably speed and direction. That is
most important thing.
First lesson.
Serious.
That came to mind.
Okay. What is the biggest lie that social media tells about being an entrepreneur? First thing comes to mind.
That it's easy, or that it's a glamorous lifestyle.
Okay. And the last one I had, if you had, so you got two choices. You can either have $500,000 in cash, or 1 million followers on social media who are engaged in your business. Which one would you choose and why?
I would say 1 million followers who are engaged.
Okay.
Main reason being is that I'm a believer in culture being the currency, and if they're engaged in my work and whatever I'm doing, they'll continue to extend that to the next people, exactly. So, and that would just continue to snowball and add to more millions. So.
Nah, serious, man. Appreciate that, man. Cool. So that's a few of the quick fire questions done. So let's get into the conversation then. So for someone who's not aware of your brand, Revelation 22, how would you describe what you guys do?
I would describe Revelation 22 as a contemporary brand that reinterprets biblical narrative, and I put that into a modern context in very creative ways.
Okay, yeah, that's true. And what was the moment where you felt like, okay, this is a brand that needs to be created and is needed in the world? What sparked that imagination?
What sparked that imagination was, funny enough, it was through my background in product design.
Okay.
And in product design, the thing was always looking for the problem, looking for what's needed in the market. And to me, my reference points as growing up as a Christian and beginning to have a love for fashion, realizing there wasn't an avenue in the fashion world that had Christianity at a high point in fashion in terms of luxury. So that was something I really wanted to show through my work. There are a couple of brands, I'm not going to say there are many, but there were ones that I knew that I had a different perspective and a story to tell. I could reach a lot of people. So.
Nah, serious. And why the name Revelation 22 as well? What's the inspirational background behind that?
That's a great question. So it came from a time that I was just reading through the Bible, I felt like I had grown up in the faith, but I really wanted to know the Bible for myself. So I was just reading through the whole thing. I had the urge to just read Revelation, which funny enough is the last book.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was...
Let me skip right to the end.
Yeah. I was reading the Old Testament, I was like, let me just see real quick.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was one night, and I had started designing, but I didn't have a name for the brand. And I was reading Revelation, I couldn't stop reading, read the whole chapter. When I got to the end, I was like, this has to be the name, because it felt as if my eyes had been opened. And yeah, everything just made sense.
Yeah.
That chapter.
So that's serious, man. In terms of the inspiration behind the brand, I do want to ask though. So, you know, when people wear your clothing and wear your brand, is there a particular feeling that you want them to feel when they put it on? Is there like a vibe that you want them to have on?
Yes. I want them to feel mysterious, to be honest. Main reason being is when I'm designing, I really go into depth.
Yeah.
And I really think through everything that I'm doing. Everything has multiple meanings behind my work, which is what Revelation is. It's this thing of your eyes being open to something, to layers being peeled back.
That's
so
real.
When people wear my stuff, they don't have to go that deep into it, but to feel as if there is also more to them than meets the eye at the same time.
Yeah.
And being able to go to places where most of the people that wear my stuff, they're also educated on my work.
Yeah.
So they're also able to have conversations that are beyond the surface level. So yeah, that's
what you wanted to feel. That's real. And how many years has the brand been going for? And has there been like one key challenge that you've experienced that has kind of like set you back, but you've been able to bounce back from it?
It's been going for 4 years, I believe. One thing that has set me back.
Yeah, biggest challenge.
Oh yeah, my biggest challenge even.
That's something that was just like, man, this was an L, man.
My biggest challenge has been trusting my creativity and not allowing what trends or whatever people may say about my work and trusting in that. I say that's been my biggest challenge.
No, that's real.
And yeah.
That's serious though. So I want to kind of talk about the process a little bit. So talk us through the process from having an idea and a creative idea that you think about, all the way to it being in like a hoodie or a trousers that you see in the store. Is there anything that like how was that process from start to finish on your side?
There are multiple start points. Sometimes it starts from me walking from the train station here and I'm looking at the way the pavement looks. I'm like, yo, imagine that as a print on a hoodie. And then from there, let's just say that's the case. I'll sketch it out in my head, then get a fabric, fill the fabric, cut, make, sample, send it off. They get made in the hundreds, whatever, and there you go.
They go live.
Live.
How did you get accustomed to the process of pricing and marketing your your items online? Because people nowadays will see like a tracksuit as like £150 and be like, nah, bro, that's way too much. So like, how do you think about pricing in this day and age?
It is very important because at the end of the day, it is a business. It's not a charity.
Yeah.
Well, if it is a charity, you know, but it's not. But in my case, it's not a charity.
It's not a charity, bro.
And sometimes when you price your work too low, people can see in the sense that you don't even respect your own work. Especially, well, for me, I've been through that where I think, people might not be able to pay, or because I've been in a space where I couldn't afford necessarily the things that I'm selling at this point in time, that maybe I can't really price at that cost. But respecting your work and understanding you need to grow. So even if you make the money back that you just spent, that isn't enough to scale upwards. It's just enough to
survive.
literally.
That's real. So What is the difference between a hoodie that's £30 and a hoodie that's £130? Like in the materials and the quality, like for someone who's home listening, like is there a particular part that is cheaper or more expensive in the process?
So that purely, or not purely, but can sometimes depend on the economies of scale. So if a company that is doing millions of units, their costs of making one hoodie can drop down really low, but it can have the quality of the same £130 hoodie. And so, but on the flip side, with the £130 hoodie that you spoke about, that hoodie could be at a smaller economies of scale. And economies of scale, let me explain that is.
Yeah.
It is when a company, let's just say a company, has enough, let's say, money to bring down the costs, but keep the same production level.
Yeah, okay, I know what you mean.
If that makes sense. So
more efficiently create, essentially.
Yes, exactly.
Create more efficiently, yeah.
So, but with the 130, they might have spent more on the artisans, on the fabric, which means that they would have to have a higher profit margin so that they can cover the costs and actually pay whoever fairly, or so that would be. Or it might just be branding.
Yeah.
And
if you've got market share, you can leverage it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's quite interesting because, like, since 2020, like, we've seen so many fashion brands come and go. What would you say it is that allows a brand to stand the test of time, man? Because things change so quickly, trends change so quickly. Like, how do you feel like a brand stands the test of time?
It's house codes. And what I mean by that is, if you look at the brands that have stood the test of time, they all have codes or distinctive language to their brand. So that's something that people can always know that that's going to be there. And people who have been with that brand, they always know that they can trust that brand. So in a sense, there's a sense of brand loyalty. It's like knowing the language. You're always going to feel at home when you speak a certain language. But with certain companies that are wishy-washy, there's no staying power. You know?
Yeah.
And why would they go? Why would people go to a brand that's just trend following when they can go to a house, a brand that is known for that real thing that they do? So
that's it still. And talk to me like about your thoughts on fast fashion, because nowadays a lot of people say, I got this from Shein, I got it from TikTok Shop. And it's like, and it's not bad. Like it's not like it might not be a bad. It might not be like a bad shirt or trousers, whatever it is. So, do you feel like that has an impact on your business? If, from a pricing standpoint, yours is like higher up, and other people can get like a cheap alternatives that aren't that bad on the surface. Do you think that has an impact on like higher fashion brands?
Yes, it does. It does have an impact. I think partially it's a thing of educating your customers and just the general public.
Yeah.
Because again, with things like brands like Shein and all these things, where they're able to price things so low, and understandably so. You know, not everyone has the money to spend 50,000 on a bag.
Yeah.
They can get this similar bag or for £5.
Yeah.
And it's,
in the market.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Yeah, bro. It gets like that.
I know the markets.
Yeah.
But it's a thing where, like, sometimes you need to think about why is it so cheap and who is being exploited in the process.
That's real.
And to be honest, I was recently doing, even the way my brand is now, I'm doing a lot of sustainable ways in terms of my dyeing and production and everything like that. So, yeah, as much as how great fashion is, there needs to be a point where we're really thinking more deeply into what we're buying.
And how it's being made.
Yeah, and how it's being made.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, that's real. I'd love to get your thoughts on fitness and fashion, because there's definitely been like I would say like a rise in people spend like up to £100 on a gym outfit nowadays. Like that is what it is nowadays in terms of like you want to look cool and fit in the gym, so like spend a lot of money on it. How do you feel like that economy is growing, and I guess the impact almost that it has on the fashion industry as a whole?
I think it's there are always good and bad sides to it. It's really good because it's got more people into fitness and to being healthy, which is very, very important to live a long and good life, to be honest, in general. So yeah, I'm really happy about it on that side of things. Yeah, I was going to leave it at that.
We'll leave it there. A question I did have for you as well was, what would you say has been the hardest part of being an entrepreneur over the past 4 years? Like, one thing that's really kind of like a sticking point, but we're trying to get over it, and we will get over it.
Delegating for me has been hard. Trusting people to like giving people the baton within my work.
Yeah.
I guess because it started with just me by myself.
Yeah.
Sometimes like it's not hold on to you know. But however, I need to trust myself to know that I have made a language within my brand, and now people are understanding that and they know how to take that further.
Yeah.
So being able to trust people with that, and that's definitely been helping so far.
Harder thing for sure. Nah, serious. I want to kind of switch lanes now into like social media, because I guess like a question I have now is like, nowadays online, you see so many people who own a business online talking about their brand, and it does help their business. But do you think it's possible to be a successful business owner in 2026 without creating content?
Yes.
Okay. How?
I think it ultimately depends on how you communicate your work.
Yeah.
You yourself as the business owner don't necessarily need to be on show, but if you can communicate in a way that makes it seem as if the people can see like a real person behind it, but it doesn't need to necessarily show that it's you.
Yeah.
I think that is really possible. I think that's very possible.
For sure, yeah. I think it's interesting. I think if you already have an established brand, then it's easier, right? Because it's already running. But if you're trying to build from the ground up in 2026, like it's gonna be challenging, I think.
It is definitely challenging. However, I believe sometimes that even though it is great that the customer can know the business owner and trust that, sometimes I feel like sometimes it gets too much in close proximity. I believe, like everyone. I mean, it's different, but everyone shops from like Sainsbury's every day, but they don't necessarily know the CEO of Sainsbury's.
It's true. That's very true.
Trust what they're getting from that store. Again, it's different because it's
you built the brand trust over years and years and years. No, it's so true.
But yeah,
okay.
I don't feel like business owners they should necessarily have to. But even though like, it's a social media world we're in, but being able to still be visible is important regardless.
It's so important for sure. I wanted to also talk about faith as well, because I know faith is in the fabric of you do. I'm a Christian as well, so like it's great to see you do that. Talk me through how like faith has like shaped your business and how you run your business as well.
It's shaped like everything because of what the name is and what it stands for, and the reason why I'm doing it in the first place is because of Christ for me. 4 years ago, I couldn't draw. I couldn't do anything in fashion.
Yeah.
I didn't know from young that I wanted to be a fashion designer or anything like that.
Yeah.
It was literally that being put in me. and be like, that I should do this. And at that time, I didn't have the tools, couldn't do anything to start, but a day at a time and trusting in God. And
It grows over time.
Yeah, literally.
I did want to ask, like, has there been any, I guess, challenges or like an obstacle that you feel like you faced as you're a faith-based brand?
Yes. Because of the way I design, and it's more towards, I would say, alternative or like luxury type of market.
Yeah.
And it isn't necessarily obvious that my work is a Christian brand. Like, for example, my jeans, it's not necessarily obvious on my jacket.
Yeah.
So there are times where certain stylists or whatnot might approach me saying that they want my clothes on a certain person. And then I have to think, and let's think about it. Let's really think about it.
Is that someone that's going to represent the brand and values of the brand in the right way, right?
Exactly. So there's an element of, well, if I do give this to this person, to the stylist, okay, now I'm going to reach a whole different base.
Yeah.
I'm still going to be evangelizing through my work because people are still going to ask, oh, what am I wearing? Or they're going to want to now buy, which has happened, what the artist or whoever the person is wearing.
Yeah.
So there's that element, or is it just a no-go?
Yeah.
So I'm always...
There's a balance there. I think there's some
things.
tension there, I would say, because it's like you want to reach a lot of people, but you want to reach a lot of people in the right way.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? And especially as a faith-based brand, I think that's super important. And it kind of leads into the question that I had next, because I was going to ask, like, has there ever been an opportunity that you've had to pass up because of your values and your faith?
Yes, recently, actually.
Okay.
A very, very big artist.
Wow.
From the States, yeah.
Wow, yeah.
In the UK. And I got approached to, give him some clothes. I had to turn it down.
Yeah, that's real. Like, how does that feel on your side in terms of like, how do you feel about that? And as you make that decision, of course, like, we trust God, but how do you feel about like that choice that we have to make?
Oh, it's hard. It's hard because, again, you're running a business, and ultimately, like, it was a choice that was, if I made that choice, I was probably gonna grow whatever, but remembering why I'm doing this, and
why are you doing that,
like, these things, like, even though it's great that I can do this, like, it's fleeting, man. Like,
it's fleeting, Fleeting things of the world, so. No, for sure. That's super interesting, man. Especially from a faith-based point of view. I did want to also ask though, if there's like one message that you'd want people to like walk away with about your brand, about you, what would that be?
Can you repeat that question?
Okay. So if there's one message that you'd like people to like leave this conversation with about your brand or about you, what would that be?
It would be not even necessarily for the brand, but it would just be to think deeper and to move with intention and to always, even if you don't know it, to search for your why. So why you're doing anything, to question
for your why.
Everything, So that would be it.
Yeah. Must move with intention and the search for your why. No, that's serious, man. Well, I think that brings us to a close, man. Thank you everyone for tuning in to the It's Not Easy podcast here at Networking Event V6. It was great having you guys here, and thank you for tuning in.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it, bro. I really enjoyed that, bro. That was